All right, y'all. So I'm finally talking about this. And I'm going to be transparent. I'm only speaking on this because there's some things that I'm about to start talking about. And I want people to know where I stand on things before I ask them to follow me. Let me also say I'm coming from a position of not really being a girl's girl in the context that we talk about being a girl's girl. I look at things objectively, come to my own conclusions. And if the conclusion is against the woman, I'm going to speak on it. Unfortunately, women are usually right. And I only say unfortunately because I do actually want better for men. But anyway, let me just go ahead and come out with it. I find it very hard to believe that Tory Lanez is innocent. The call he made after the incident, the texts he sent after the incident, the fact that he was drunk when it happened, gun residue on his hands, inconclusive DNA, which doesn't mean that it wasn't his DNA. It just means that either there wasn't enough, there were too many prints on it, there was a technical error, or there was some kind of contamination. I also had to look at the fact that based on what I know about the law, Kelsey wouldn't have gotten immunity if she was the one who did it. She may be involved in some way, meaning there's probably something that incriminates her. But I just don't think she would have gotten immunity if she was the one who did it. If I'm wrong, I will admit I'm wrong. But from what I see, he did it. And I absolutely empathize with Meg. Because this is a lot to go through for having something done to you. I also want to add, though, that I actually read the case wrong at first. Tory Lanez was not a felon before this happened. Tory Lanez was not on probation before this happened, from what I was able to research. But I do believe that was his firearm. So I don't think he's going to get out of those charges, regardless of if it comes out that he, in fact, did not shoot Meg. The firearm alone is 2 of the 3 charges he was convicted of. So yeah, that's where I stand with this. And what I would say to the people who are yelling that Tory Lanez is innocent, the reality is y'all don't know that man. Y'all weren't there that night. Y'all don't know. And nothing that they're presenting is truly evidence in his favor. Claiming that you took the fall for Kelsey after you get hurt in prison, it's not really going to do much. Claiming that call and those texts were about messing with them is not really going to do much. Because the reality is, it looks like you did it. If you were apologizing for messing with the 2 of them, your timing was horrible. If you didn't want your lawyers to go the route of blaming Kelsey, but now you're blaming Kelsey, your timing is horrible. The bodyguard coming out and saying, oh, it was actually Kelsey. The timing is horrible. But again, if I'm wrong, I'll admit I'm wrong. I don't want to see any innocent person go to prison for something that they didn't do. But I'm also not naive enough to know that over 90% of the time, when it's a man, he did it. It's statistics. And it's statistics that I can get behind. Because there's really no way to manipulate those statistics unless somebody who's reporting them got an agenda. So, love y'all. Be good to one another, but most importantly, be good to yourselves.